I'm checking to see if I am live. And I think, let's see if I am. There I am. I'm live. Hi. Hi, my name is Shauna, and I can see myself now. Um, my name is Shauna Rae, and I'm in Ontario, Canada. Welcome. This is my hello. Hi, friends. I am broadcasting through, I am live streaming through another platform. So I'm looking a little bit to the side, and there is a little bit of a delay. So bear with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my Substack called Alchemy Word by Word. And it comes from, well, myself, I've been through some great transformation, a great transition in this human lifetime, and I am doing that word by word. I write poetry, I write posts, I write reflections, and I've been journaling since I was a kid, since I was a young girl. I still have my very first composition book. I have always had a really active imagination, and I've always been a really sensitive kid. Like writing things when I was maybe 8 or 9, 10 years old. Like, I love his shiny hair and, funny things like that. And it's just always been part of my life. It's always been a way that I could express myself. In my family, expressing yourself was not welcomed. Humor as a deflection was always the way. Sarcasm, knocking the piss, if you will. And for me, this has been a long road, a long journey. And I feel called to share some of that journey with you. And today is day 2 of it's called Letting Go, a 5-day journaling journey. And basically, it is allowing ourselves to let go of some of the things that we have held tightly to, adhered ourselves to, perhaps cloaked ourselves in. Maybe they have been identities, maybe they have been stories that we've told ourselves. Maybe it's been things or identities that other people have put on us and we've just kind of adopted. We've just kind of grown to accept about ourselves. So this course and these days, these 5 days, are the process of allowing and opening yourself up to letting go. So today is day 2. And the way that the days will go, the courses will go, is we will start with some deep breaths to ground us into the space. We'll do a short gratitude for the opportunity to grow, just to ground us in and be thankful ahead of time of what growth can happen through this session. And then we will do some journaling. We have a theme. So I have a theme today. Yesterday's theme was surrender. That is probably one of the toughest things to do. And so if you're curious about that, you can go back. There's a recording for day 1 called Surrender. And each day we're going to have a theme. And today is no different. Today's theme is pursue joy. And so this session will be all about how we can pursue our own joy and how we can, I guess, access that. I have been called in this lifetime to make myself extremely vulnerable, extremely authentic, talk about my own walk, if you will, my own experiences with humility, with gratitude, and with deep, deep compassion, self-compassion for myself, and deep empathy for myself and for others. And I think those things connect us in a way that is so deep. And that's what I've been called to do. So we're on day 2 of this amazing journey, 5 days to, well, it's a journaling journey, 5 days of letting go. And as I said, surrender was the first day. So basically surrendering to what is possible. And today, we're going to talk about the pursuit of joy, pursuing joy, and what that looks like. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I see some of my friends from Insight Timer. Hello. I love seeing you. Welcome, folks. Hello, Lotus. Hello, Arc Lady. Hello, Misty. Hello, Melanie. Melanie, you're new. Hello. Good to see you. And so we will start as we do, grounding into the space. We're going to do some deep breaths. I'll take you through a grounding. Just allowing yourself to settle in wherever you are, whether you're listening in the car, watching, listening on your phone, listening on your laptop, wherever you are. I ask you to allow your eyes to close if that feels comfortable and safe. We're going to get silent and quiet. Just allowing yourself to be aware of your breath. Not trying to control it, but allowing your amazing body to do what it does. Allowing any thoughts to come and go. Not holding on to them, just allowing them to come and then letting them go. Being aware of your body and where you are sitting, lying down, listening, driving, wherever you are, just being aware. Having an awareness. Witnessing anywhere in your body that you might feel tension. Anything that you've brought with you from the past couple of days, overnight, earlier in the day, wherever you are in the world. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. And I say in through the nose and out through the mouth, and you can do whatever feels good for you, though. Allowing your shoulders to soften, your neck to release, your jaw to unclench. And we'll take our first deep cleansing breath in through the nose. And releasing through the mouth. Allowing your body to feel like jelly. There There's nowhere you need to be and nowhere you need to go for this moment. Right here together. Take your next deep cleansing breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth, easily and gently. Just allowing any tension in your body to simply melt into where you're sitting. Allow it to drip right off you. And we'll take another deep cleansing breath in through the nose. And releasing anything that we've been holding on to through the mouth. Sitting for a moment in the stillness. Allowing yourself to breathe normally. Allowing your amazing body to do its thing. And we'll go right into our gratitude. I used the word universe today. You can think of it as your higher self, your soul self, universal connection. Dear universe, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to explore letting go. Thank you for this opportunity to gather together in healing and in raising the vibration of the universe together. As we heal, so heals the world. And when we can address and acknowledge our own healing, the ripple effect is massive, not only for us, but because we're modeling that for the people in our circle, in our sphere, and that ripple goes far and wide. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of that. Thank you for being with me as I acknowledge and address what needs to heal. May I remember, may we remember, we are always together. We need only ask for support. And we have many hands at our back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Shauna. My last name is Rae. I am in Ontario, Canada, and you are joining my live Substack. Today, this is Letting Go, a 5-day journaling journey. and you are joining on day 2. Each day has a theme. We start with some deep breaths, some grounding into the space, and we just did our short gratitude. I have a theme for each day. Yesterday was surrender, and today is kind of a fun one. It's the pursuit of joy. Often when we get mired in the pursuit of success in the world today, and we stop for a moment, we almost aren't familiar with seeking joy. It's difficult. If you have never focused on yourself, if you have always taken care of other people, if you have always pursued things outside of yourself, if you have been a people pleaser your entire life, guilty. If you have deflected for whatever reason and hyper-focused on other people as a way of not addressing and acknowledging the healing that maybe you could have pursued, guilty. Pursuing joy is part of letting go. So finding your joy. I can admit, and I try to be as authentic and vulnerable as possible, that I didn't even know what made me happy. When I slowed down, when I started to meditate, when I started to go inside, go inward, I had no idea what made me happy. Even recently, even in the last year, it has been an exploration and a discovery of what makes me happy. I'm on my 3rd marriage. I'm not embarrassed to say that anymore. I used to be. And I've had relationships that were, I would call them trauma bonds, where each of us had our own trauma, and often you come together to try to heal. But neither one of you has any idea how to do that. And I've done that. Guilty. And I was so hyper-focused on making the other person happy that I had no idea how to make myself happy. You know, what kind of music do I like? What is my favorite scent? What is my favorite color? What is my favorite way to spend time? What are my favorite activities? What lights me up inside? And that can change. That can change throughout your lifetime. Doesn't always stay the same. It's not always stagnant. Ooh, that's an interesting word, stagnant. So moving through whatever obstacles we might have to pursuing joy. Pursuing joy is a choice. You can always choose joy. In every situation, you can choose joy. In every situation, you have a choice. We just feel a lot of guilt for prioritizing our own health and our own welfare. Particularly if we have children, if we have spouses, if we are taking care of elder adults, aging parents, people around us, family, ourselves. Maybe we're just surviving. Maybe we're just getting by. You can still find joy in small moments. I have also been in situations where I have had my hydro cut off. I've only had enough food for my dog and no idea where the next money would come from. And still, I would think there's always someone worse off than myself. And I'm not saying that I had it bad. Everyone has their own version of what that looks like. I know and understand the privilege that I have had for who I am and how I present myself to the world. I know that. But we all deserve joy. Life marches on. We can choose we don't know what that might be. To figure that out. We are going to do some writing. I have a writing prompt for all of us. And we'll write for a predetermined amount of time together. I will write with you. And when we come out of it, we'll talk about what came up. And I will pull some oracle cards. I didn't mention that. I'll pull some oracle cards at the end. At least one, maybe two, to give us some wisdom, some more wisdom into the pursuit of joy relating to letting go. So when you think of joy, this is an easy way, I think, of thinking about it. Maybe a gateway, if you will. Think about your five senses. Think about smell, sight, sound, touch, and taste. What brings out the most? What makes you the happiest when you think about your five senses? What is your favorite smell? I love the smell of lavender. I love the smell of a newborn baby. I love the smell of fresh baked bread. I love the smell after rain outside in the forest. I love the smell of a campfire. I love the smell of my grandma's perfume. I don't even remember what it was, but it always reminds me of her. Brings happy memories. What are some of your favorite things that you see? I love to see flowers, bright, really bright colored flowers. I love bright colored clothes. I love the trees, the lush green of springtime. A blue sky, a storm moving in. Puppies. What about the sound? What about sounds? I love the sound of rain. Sound of a baby laughing or a child chuckling. Just laughing and laughing. I love the sound of thunder. I love the sound of a breeze rustling in the trees. I love the sound of birds in the morning. I love the sound of being on an airplane, which usually means I'm going away or on a vacation. We live near the airport, so it makes me happy to see the airplanes fly overhead and people going on vacation. What do you like to touch? I love petting my puppy. I know that sounds... No jokes, please. I love the feel of light clothing, flowy clothing on my skin. I love the feeling of a flower petal touching my cheek. I love a kiss on the cheek. I love the taste of cheesecake. I love the taste of lemon. I love a sour taste. Makes me happy. What about you? What are some of the things? What are some of the things that make your senses come alive? What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? We are going to write together. And I'm going to give you a writing prompt. I think I can do that here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to write it here in the prompt. I'm writing it on my phone so that we're going to write for 5 minutes together. I'm going to write with you. I'll keep track of the time. And we'll see what comes up for you. Sorry, it's just my spelling. Okay, so the writing prompt is: how can I bring more joy into my daily life? I have my journal here, and I'm going to write with you. I'm going to keep track of our time. See what comes up for you. See what comes up for you. How can I bring more joy into my daily life? And we will see you back in 5 minutes. One more minute, folks. And that's time. That 5 minutes goes quickly. So quickly. Anything interesting come up for folks? Anything unexpected, surprising? Mine also went in a unusual direction. At first it was slow because I really do try to pursue joy and try to make myself happy in the things that I'm doing. And cry came up for me. So having a good cry, releasing, clearing out clothing that I don't wear or I don't like to make room for more joyful things. Clearing out what I don't need. Releasing, letting go of articles. Packing a bag. I want to travel. You may have heard that from what I was saying on the airplanes. So packing a bag so I am ready to go. Manifesting. That's going to bring me joy, I think. Yes. Creating a travel bag, a travel kit. We do have one, but it isn't stocked. So Practical Magic Living says, I took myself on a walk in nature, in one of my favorite mountain forests. I immersed myself in the sense of that. I can't see it all. Oh no, I can't see it all. Oh, the senses of that. Oh, I love that. Yes. Yeah, my favorite mountain forest. That's it, right? Getting out in nature is so magical. It just has the ability to light us up and let everything else in the world go. Getting out in nature helps us ground ourselves back to what's important. And it certainly is part of letting go. I do have, before I pull some oracle cards for us, some optional homework for you. And we will have another one of these tomorrow. We'll have 5 days of letting go. But some homework that you can spend some time doing. And I cannot take any credit for it. Someone was coaching me and they challenged me to write 100 things that brought me joy. 100. And it seems daunting. However, you'd be amazed at how quickly you can come up with things. It may take a couple of days. It may take a week. It may take you 20 minutes. But it's an interesting exercise to write out 100 things that bring you joy. Lotus says, I spent some time working on my garden yesterday, and I got completely lost in touching the soil and working with my plants. The time passed me by, and what I thought was just a few minutes was hours and hours later. Amazing. Thank you both for sharing. The pursuit of joy often feels selfish, particularly when we have so many other things on our plate. So many other people or organizations that count on us. And often that is part of our identity, that you are the person that everyone can count on. And you like that often. Sometimes it feels like a burden, but it also is an identity. It's a persona. Who are you without your identity? You are allowed to pursue joy, no matter what your identity is. No matter whether you are a CEO or whatever your job is. Lotus says, this morning I was reminded of a quote by Rumi. Joy manifests joy. Why is it that we forget or postpone what brings us joy? I love that. It's true. We are conditioned, particularly as caretakers, whatever your place in the family is, particularly as women or the people that are caretaking children. You come last. Your happiness isn't important. But of course it is. And modeling that pursuit of joy allows other people to do it too. Now there is, I would say, some systems in place that may look upon folks who pursue joy as lazy. They may be jealous. There may be anger and resentment attached to that. But that's where letting go comes in too. Is letting go of what others think. You only get one lifetime. You only get one time around. This is it. Do you want it to be filled with joy for the rest of the time that you have? Or when will you pursue joy? When will you have time? The time is now. And so day 2 of a 5-day journaling journey is about the pursuit of joy. And I'm going to pull some oracle cards for us. I believe that the cards are infused with wisdom from our highest self. our soul self from our universal self. I'm going to pull one from this deck, the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Yes, we must make the time and take our time back. Thank you, Practical Magical Living, Misty. And so I tap on the cards and I ask for wisdom from our highest self, our soul self, for the collective, for our highest good. What is the wisdom for us as it relates to the pursuit of joy? Akasha is the card that has come up. Akasha. Let's see what wisdom that has. Oh, okay. Akasha. See that there? Akasha exists in the fifth dimension and the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned, soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you planned to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. You are waiting for a sign to proceed. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha and you are being given the go-ahead to proceed. Work your light transmission. I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, an exciting direction. You are in the middle of receiving huge wisdom. And the pursuit of joy is part of it. What brings you joy? This is your ultimate homework in pursuing your life's work. It is part of it. I'm going to pull one more card for us all for this particular day, for the pursuit of joy. So, I open myself up to receive the wisdom, ready to download any information that is in my highest good and the highest good of all. And part of that is pursuing your joy and leaning into that, leaning into the areas that bring you joy. Okay, one more. I'm going to pull from this one. Asha Frost is an Anishinaabe indigenous healer from British Columbia. I'm also from Canada. I'm in Ontario, quite a ways away from British Columbia, however, in the same country. These are the Animal Elders Oracle cards. And so again, asking for some further wisdom about the pursuit of joy, letting go and the pursuit of joy. Oh, I have goosebumps. As I giggle. So this card is number 37. It is the Elder Snake. Release the old. When the layers of damage and worn skin start to shed, there is a new and often raw layer underneath. Elder Snake slithers in and asking you to tend to the parts of yourself that are emerging. Shedding the old is not always a comfortable process, as there is not always a roadmap for how to move through the world in a new way. Snake helps you to take the recently shed layers into a death ceremony so you can honor the stories you've lived, the pain you've experienced, and the choice to let go. There is always a transitional liminal space between releasing the old and calling in the new. An elder snake is here to steady you. The liminal space can feel chaotic and disorienting, for your new layer of skin has not fully emerged, and therefore it needs to be tended to with gentleness and care. Just as elder snake wraps in a coil to sun themselves on the rocks, you too can curl up, rest, and nourish yourself with things that warm your soul. So the pursuit of joy, joyful things that light up your senses. Snake is intimately connected to the Earth Mother, the Earth Mother's heartbeat, their belly gliding along the soil, rocks, and grass. Taking the grounding force into their body, they bring the medicine your way during this time as support for the layers you are shedding. They remind us and you that the land recognizes you and that you belong to no matter what you are going through. Grieve, wail, and weep the old season of your life. With this elder's help, the earth will help you transmute the heartache. Elder Snake speaks. When your body and soul feel ready to free themselves from old layers of pain, call upon me so you can shed the dry, worn-out layers with ease. You will move through many of these moments throughout your life, and at times you might not recognize yourself. If the spaces in between letting go and embracing the new feel frightening to you, get down low to the earth and rest. For I will remind you that this is a natural cycle of life. And so, letting go in a big way, releasing old identities, releasing old skin, and that you are divinely guided in that pursuit. Recognizing the things that make you happy. Letting go of old identities, of old responsibilities, of things that don't bring you joy. So also in the pursuit of joy, you recognize what is pulling you down, what is weighing you down. When you move in the direction of joy, you're letting go of the things that weigh you down. So, day 2, letting go, a 5-day journaling journey, pursuit of joy. Pursuing the things that light up your 5 senses, whether it is a walk in nature, simply witnessing, being aware, having a new appreciation of the things around you, then recognizing what maybe is dated, what maybe you can let go of, what you can move away from. Tomorrow will be day 3, and I will have a new theme. I sit in meditation and ask what will be our theme. So I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but I will be live again tomorrow. My name is Shauna, and my last name is Rae. I'm in Ontario, Canada, and this is Alchemy Word by Word. You'll be able to view this recording later, and I will have the cards included too if you want to write some more. And again, your homework is writing out even, the notes on your phone, or reading into Siri, into the notes on your phone. What brings me joy? What lights me up inside? That's your gateway to releasing and letting go of the things that are weighing you down, and maybe the identities that are outdated. I have so much gratitude for those of you that were here today, and I am looking forward to the rest of the week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Melanie, I will answer your question after I stop the recording. And if any of you have any questions or comments, please connect with me. I'm happy to respond. And we will see you again tomorrow for day 3 of Letting Go, a 5-day journaling journey. Bye for now. We'll see you.